What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Tristin. TaZe. Hope you all are having a wonderful, fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel for a brand new Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. And in today's video, guys, what we're going to be talking about is the brand new patch update for Call of Duty Modern Warfare that came out, which is update 1.07. Now, this came out earlier yesterday, so there's definitely a lot of awesome things when it comes down to it. So before we get into it, guys, if you could please leave a like on the video as well as subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, that would be incredibly freaking awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have been showing on the channel as of very recently. I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm happy to be back making content. As always, took a couple days off. And with that being said, guys, let's get to it. So first off, guys, I do want to touch on the fact that we got brand new maps and modes and everything. First off, we got 2 new maps. Obviously, we ended up getting the new map Shoot House, and as well, we also got Krovnik Farmland. Now, Krovnik Farmland is a ground war map, and then Shoot House is a 66 map. So really awesome that we have, these shorter maps and everything like that. This is typically going to be a really good map when it comes down to it. There is a lot of issues with camping on this map, so just be aware of that from what I've played so far and everything. Now, moving into it as well, guys, we also got Domination, Kill Confirmed, Headquarters, and Hardpoint finally in public matches, which is awesome. It's going to be really fun to try to see how, the game goes and everything in those game modes. But, that's pretty awesome. Now, when it gets to the general things, we have a lot of different things. First off, there were, an added UI that shows when XP events are active in playlist menus. There were fixed for various collision issues around the map. There were issues with syntaxes and bugs where, if a player was being killed by an enemy with a variable scope, they would not see the zoom function in the kill cam. There as well were some, bugs for where some streaks and field upgrades were able to be flown outside of the map without penalty. And as well, just some, issues with crashes and stability across all platforms, because that's definitely something that's been happening a lot at the end of the day. Now, also one of the biggest things is that, there was a fix for a bug that revealed players to UAVs when they fired their weapons, even if they had Ghost or a silencer equipped. So this is definitely really, really good that they, took care of a lot of these things. Now, first off, they did fix the claymores in this game, and I'm really happy that they fixed the claymores in this game. So detonating an enemy claymore with bullets now is non-lethal when at full health. They also reduced the trigger and damage radius and also reduced the damage width to better match the trigger width. So this is definitely going to be really awesome. I think it's going to make the claymores not as effective, hopefully, as possible. And then as well, guys, they removed the ability for enemies to hear when they've been called out by the opposing team in battle chatter. They've also adjusted enemy callouts so they're never from your operator, as well as there are, enemy callouts are now, more restricted at the hip and more restricted in ADS when calculating whether or not to trigger. And there's definitely going to be some nice things about that. Now, as well, guys, when mounting, there's going to be a slight increase to recoil while mounting. There is some things with EOD now clamping damage to a non-lethal amount. And as well, guys, footsteps have been adjusted. They increased the percentage to filter footstep sounds behind geometry and adjusted the footstep volume at a distance. So hopefully that does very, very well when it comes down to it. Now, there's obviously some things about the daily challenges and whatever, but these next one, guys, are going to be about the weapons, and I think a lot of you guys are really going to be interested to hear about these. Now, first off, the 725 definitely got a nerf. They got an increase to ADS and hip spread, as well as a reduced damage range, because as many of you guys know, the 725 is probably one of the most overpowered guns, probably of all time, when it comes down to it. Then, of course, we have the M4A1 getting reduced damage range and a small recoil increase. Assault rifles have a increased hip spread to reduce effectiveness up close and less damage at long range for full auto 5.56 rifles. SMGs got an increased move speed, increased ADS move speed and small reduction in sprint out time. The Uzi got an increased damage range as well, so that's definitely why I've seen a lot of people drop shotting with this gun. There were a couple of LMGs that got increased hit spread and damage range reductions, and the MG34 got a small ADS slowed down when it came down to it. The PKM is definitely one that I've also seen a lot of people using, and now will have an increased hit spread and medium damage range reduction, and so forth. Now, as well, guys, the Call of Duty League competitive modes are finally in private match, the rule sets, everything. So that's definitely going to be really awesome. There were some things for Spec Ops and Ground War as well. So kind of let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you guys kind of interested to see, how this whole thing kind of goes and everything like that? Are you guys excited for this brand new update? Let me know in the comment section down below. But of course, with that being said, guys, my name's Tristin TaZe, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.